So it seems that GameStop is closing about 500 of its stores in the United States alone. GameStop hasn't been doing too well as far as it used to back in the day, where it used to profit off of physical releases. I attribute it to things such as maybe Amazon or just digital distribution, as far as games, things such as the PlayStation Store or the Nintendo Store or even Xbox Live, how you can buy digital games, and Steam, especially. A lot of people are happy about this, showing that GameStop has, in the past, has quote unquote screwed people over, such as having people buy used copies of games at new game prices and taking your games that you used to trade in and putting them back on the shelf and placing them as new, and not really caring about that. Those things I cannot defend them on, and I do think those were shady business practices. There's other things that they have done in the past that people feel that they deserve the karma that they're receiving right now, and I agree. Now, do I want to see them die completely? No, I don't. I like having a physical store I can go to, and considering that GameStop has gone and gotten rid of most of the mom and pop gaming stores, they're the only game in town when it comes to buying anything physical, besides Walmart or Best Buy or what have you. The thing that I guess I want to make this video about is a lot of people are saying, well, this is the end of physical media as we know it. Physical media is going out the door, all that kind of stuff. And just because GameStop isn't doing good, they could bounce back. But even if they do somehow bite the big one and they, go the way of the dodo or go the way of Toys R Us, as far as we know, Toys R Us said something about them coming back. Haven't seen anything yet, but that's beside the point. Even if they do die, that doesn't mean physical releases are going to go with them. Now, I know digital releases are very convenient, and I like digital gaming myself. It's convenient. All you gotta do is download the game. You don't have to stand in line. You don't have to drive anywhere. Yada yada, all that stuff. The only thing that gets me about physical and digital media is that with digital media, it's kind of fickle, because if a game is like a licensed product, and let's say it's a timed thing where like the license runs out to be on that distributor's digital store, they'll take it right off and you can't get that game back. Games such as Scott Pilgrim versus the World, or more recently, the DuckTales remaster from Capcom, because the Disney license, I'm supposing, is either about to run out or has run out. So luckily, they did make a physical copy of that game. So if you want to, you can go onto eBay, Amazon, whatever, more likely eBay, and go buy yourself a copy. But things like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, as far as I know, there's no legal way to go back and play that game. Now, not saying that game was, the greatest thing ever. It was pretty much like River City Ransom, but like, with Scott Pilgrim paint on it. But if you wanted to go back and play that game, you can't, because it's gone now. It's not coming back. So that's my only thing about this whole GameStop thing. A lot of people think that it's a good thing that they're going away. If they do go away, fine, because they did do a lot of stupid stuff that shot themselves in the foot. But I don't want physical copies to go away. I love physical gaming. I love being able to go to a store or order a game and open the game up and take it out of the shrink wrap and smell that new game smell. I've been playing games for a while now, since I was about 3 years old. So I'm used to it. I love getting physical copies of games. I love back in the day when, you go to Babbage's or Electronics Boutique and you see a game and, you pick it up and you feel the weight of it and you just rip it open. I love that. I love collecting games. As you can see, my shelf is filled with different games from different eras. I got Dreamcast, Super Nintendo, Sega Saturn, things of that nature. Point being is that I love physical gaming. I don't want it to go away completely. And I know as we move forward and we advance things such as game consoles and game sizes get bigger and bigger, I'm not even sure if discs at this point really hold the entire game. I'm pretty sure they're just like a key, so that way you can just get the license to play the game when you do buy a physical game. I don't know. I have to do more research on that. The point being is that I love physical gaming. I just have so many memories of like going to GameStop and going to Electronics Boutique, and not all of them were good. I remember one instance way back in 2004 where I was a naive kid. I was about, I don't know, 16 years old, 17, one of the two, and I bought Kingdom Hearts, and I bought Metroid Prime 2, and when they first both came out, it was near the holiday season of 2004, and the guy offered me some kind of warranty. It was at Electronics Boutique. He offered me some kind of warranty on the game, and I couldn't really hear him, so I just said yeah. And he gave me the grand total of how much both games would be with the warranty on it. I guess it came out to be like, I don't know, $130 something. And at the time, I only had about 120, 117, I think my dad gave me at the time. And I was like, I can't afford that. I was like, can you take the warranty off? And the guy was like, oh, sorry, can't do it. And the guy was just being kind of a douchebag. And I remember the other cashier was like, I'll just take it off. And I could kind of hear the guy next to him saying something like, if it was me, I wouldn't have taken it off. I'm like, well, dude, you know what? Screw you, okay? Thank you to this gentleman right here in front of me who gave me, who told me that, the warranty that was making it go up so high, and he took it off for me. But the other guy was just kind of being a douchebag. I'm like, dude, no one cares about your opinion. And I remember that day, and I was like, I was mad at them. I was like, screw them. That guy was kind of a jerk. I'm mad they let someone like that even work at their store who would talk to customers that way. And not too far or not too long after that, Electronics Boutique got absorbed into GameStop, and I was happy. I was dancing around their grave. I was like, oh, screw you, EB Games. See, that's what happens when you screw over customers. But not all of my experiences were bad. Some of them were good. Just going to a game store and seeing what you want and picking it up. I miss that. I don't want that to go away. I mean, we already lost that when it comes to like Blockbuster and renting games. Everything's digital with, GameFly and, Xbox Game Pass and the new Nintendo Switch digital system, which I'm loving, by the way. How you can just go and get games from the Switch like that, old classic games like Super Mario Bros. 3 and things of that nature, Brawl Brothers. Point being, I don't want physical gaming to go away. I love collecting them. I'm a game collector. That's what I do. I plan on collecting games in the future. And I don't want them to go away because, I love... there's a company called Limited Run Games, and they do certain games where they'll make a physical copy of it, like River City Girls, which I plan on getting. But the thing is that as soon as they release it, since these are the only ways to get physical games of, from this particular company of these specific games, these games sell out very quickly. So unless you have your finger on your computer or your smartphone where you can buy it right as it's released, you're going to miss out. And that gets to my nerves. So I don't want that to be my only way of getting physical games. I don't want them to go away. I love them. I think we can live in a world where we can have both. I don't know why it has to be we have to choose between digital and physical. I like both. If I'm too lazy to get off my behind and go down to the mall and go get a game, I'll do digital. Or heck, I just go on Amazon and order it. It's like either way, just give me the option. I don't want it to be taken away completely because digital games take up a lot of space. I'm not saying physical copies are smaller. I believe they are though. They're just a tad bit smaller. But I believe they're trying to make game consoles more like PCs, where like everything is digital. There's no physical media anymore. It's just digital all the time. I love physical games. I love physical copies of games. I don't want it to go away or anything like that. If it does, I'll be very sad because I love buying games and ripping it open. I got plenty of memories. Like when I bought the Dreamcast back in the day, I was standing in line back in 2000, holding it in my hand. My brother had Resident Evil 3. I had Sonic Adventure. Day after that, my parents drove me around Best Buy. I saw Jet Set Radio or Jet Grind Radio, what have you. I just miss it. I don't want that to go away. Even now, physical copies aren't as lavish as they used to be. Like you used to be able to get a manual or a poster with your game, but you don't anymore. Not unless it's like a special edition, and that's even pushing it. But I love physical gaming, and just because GameStop is closing a lot of its stores, I want to say 500, and let's be honest, GameStop's got like 4,400 stores in the US, so I don't really think they could be in trouble, but it may not be as dire as other people will have you to think. But anyway, I just felt like I needed to make this video because I got a lot of memories with buying physical games, and I plan on buying physical games in the future. Do you guys have any memories about buying physical games and that kind of thing? How do you feel? Do you want digital to be the end-all, be-all? Do you want physical to stay? Do you want it somewhere in between where you have a little bit of both like we have them now? What are your thoughts? All that stuff. This has been Momo Gamma Gaming. I have not made a video in forever, but I will try to make more, if I can find the time. Anyway, drop your thoughts, comments, all that stuff. You know where to put them. Anyway, you guys take care and have a good night and keep gaming.